Arlington. I mean, not Arlington. We're rolling to Irvin. We're rolling to Irvin today to work on a Mercedes ML350. It's going to be getting pretty much, I want to say filters, oil change, brake inspection, multi-point inspection, just, you know, seeing if anything needs to be maintained on it. It hasn't been looked at in over a year, so it's definitely gonna need something. Here we are, Mercedes ML350. Windshield sauce. And check all these other fluids too. Power steering, coolant, the belt looks fine. This car has 140,000 miles, so don't think it'll need too much as far as like pulleys and stuff like that. Take this off. Definitely need an oil change. All right, first we have some 10mm bolts. All right, we got that oil draining. Let's check everything else out. I looked at the brakes. The brakes they looked like they were about 80%, 70% still on the fronts. New tires recently installed. Brakes, I believe, too. On the rear, yeah. New brakes on the rear and slightly worn out brakes on the front. Coolant is good. New gaskets, new filter. Eight and a half quarts of some 0W40. All right, we got the oil changed. Filters were replaced recently. All the other fluids topped off. I looked at all the bushings and like drive shaft center support, suspension control arm bushings, ball joints. None of them were leaking. Had any kind of play in them or anything. All right. Oof. Hot. First shirt of the day. Pretty much got that one done. I'll be right back. All right. This client asked if I can take it on like a highway drive just to see if I hear any additional noises or anything. And I told her with it being a 2010, that means it was pretty much made in 2009. If I didn't see any obvious suspension leaks. I saw a little oil around the seals and whatnot, but nothing to be like, yo, you need to replace that like right now, you know. So I told her if she was to get all new suspension, it would feel like a much brand new car. But as of now, I don't think it requires suspension replacement unless they just wanted to get it, you know, 100%. Yeah, it actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, nothing's really standing out as far as like, oh, I shouldn't be hearing this noise, I shouldn't be feeling this swaying, or nothing. It actually feels really nice. I don't hear any noises from the axles, from the suspension, from the control arms, from the tires. I don't hear anything. Got the AC turned down. That tire could use a little air. All right. Hey, now we headed to go get a filter. There was another person at that same location that needed pretty much the same service on their Dodge Challenger. So we're heading to get a filter, and I'm gonna run back there, knock that out, and I'll be able to head to the next person. All right, some 10mm bolts for the pan, or not the pan, but the shield. 13mm bolt for the oil pan. Let's change that filter. All right. All right, we already reset that service light too. It's pretty simple. When it's key on, engine off, you just hit the gas pedal 3 times. Yeah, it was a pretty busy day today. Went pretty well. Made some new clients. I got some new appointments scheduled for tomorrow. It's crazy. In some locations I work, I wind up pulling up on one customer to service their car, and they're like, oh, I didn't even know that there was anybody that actually does anything like that. And then, you know, find out about my services, and they wind up booking. Shoot, really anything convenient, because a lot of those customers in that particular area, they come from out of town. So they need to have pre-travel inspections on their cars and stuff before they head back. Just for that peace of mind, you know.